It's singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist Bella Moulden, and this is my segment Beyond the Beat, where I give you guys a sneak peek into my creative process. For today's segment, I'm going over my original song, SelfCare. I wrote, produced, and composed it in my home studio, which is my bedroom. The song in particular went viral on TikTok 3 times, I believe, which got up to 50 million views. Here's the lyrics to the song. I wanted to make the lyrics as well as the instrumental piece as simplistic as possible because I wanted it to be seen more as an affirmation. The whole point is for the song to get stuck in your head. The way I wrote this song wasn't necessarily traditional or conventional, but the traditional ways of songwriting can be restricting. I always like to remind myself that music is creative expression. There are so many classic songs, so many hit songs that don't follow the traditional way of writing music, that don't follow traditional songwriting methods. So I started out with lyrics. I wrote them in the car while I was waiting for my mom at the store. After that, I started recording voice memos of what I wanted the melody to sound like, what I wanted the bass to sound like, what I wanted the guitar to sound like, what I wanted the drums to sound like. I already had an idea of what I wanted the song to sound like, but I obviously couldn't record anything at that time. Normally, I'll start with lyrics. However, there have been quite a few songs that I've had where I started with a guitar or something I put together on the keyboard. I like starting with lyrics because I find it fun to play with different melodies on different instruments to match the words that I've written down. There is no right or wrong way to start a song. You could start with an instrument or a sample or whatever you do before even writing a word down. When I got home, I started recording. When recording the instruments, I matched up everything I did in my voice memos. First thing I always record is the bass line. After recording the bass line, which is the same thing the entire time, I recorded the rhythm guitar. I wanted something a bit more jazzy, something that sounded more 90s R&B. There was this one piece I did on the voice memo that I wasn't sure what to do with, but it was stuck in my head. So I made that into a guitar riff. This also gets repeated a lot in the song. Then I recorded the drums. Last but not least, I always record the vocals last. I recorded the vocals. For the vocals, I wanted a more softer tone, nothing too crazy that I normally do. I guess you can compare it to my original song, Deep End, where the vocals are more rough and loud, whereas this is more just softer tone and very relaxing. Finally, I have all the tracks recorded. I felt it was missing something. I felt it needed more of an old school vibe. I got a free sample online of a vinyl popping sound. I put it throughout the entire song. What I dread the most, mixing and mastering. If you can't afford it, hire an audio engineer. Unless you are a pro, unless you know what you're doing. Me personally, I never took a course on mixing or mastering. Mixing is not fun. I do not find mixing fun at all. It's what I dread the most. We wrote it down, we recorded it, we mixed it, and now this is what it sounds like all together.
Shut those weary eyes. Everything will be alright. You made it through the night on your own. Yeah. You can hide under your cover, but no, we have each other. Sometimes life is over.
liked this video, be sure to share, like, and subscribe to Thomann Music. Also be sure to follow me on my social platforms as well as streaming platforms. See you guys next time on Beyond the Beat with Bella Moulden.